I'm here to tell my story. I'm here to give my testimony because of the power of prayer. 2 years ago in March, I laid down and went to sleep. And I was dreaming that I got a phone call from a friend of mine. She called me and asked me about painting her house. I'm a paint contractor. She was like, well, wake up, Ken, get up, Ken. Come on, take a look at my house. And so I said, okay, all right, Ken, here I come. I hung up the phone and I woke up. I said, oh man, Ken, you were dreaming, Ken, this is not real. But I had to use the bathroom. I used the bathroom and I looked in the mirror and my face didn't look the same. I knew something was going on. It was like one side of my face was transforming, and I couldn't move anything on the right side of my body. My wife told me she was gonna call an ambulance. In like 10 minutes, the ambulance was there. I mean, fastest I've ever seen them come. They told me that they believed I was having a stroke. They said that my blood pressure was way too high and my heart rate was beating at 17%. I was in the emergency room. My wife and the nurse and the doctor, every 30 minutes they came in checking my blood pressure. And for over 10 days, my blood pressure would not move. And they could not send me home, and my heart rate was at 17% for over 10 days. My mother-in-law, she told me that she talked to Pastor Vivian. And so the church prayed for me that Sunday. After that Sunday that they prayed for me, my heart rate went up to 52% and my blood pressure went down. The bottom number was up under 100 and the top number was like 140 or 135, something like that. That's when I realized just how powerful the power of prayer is. And a couple of days later, the doctor came into the room and he saw my blood pressure and he saw everything and he said, man, you have been blessed. I've had 2 patients in the past 2 weeks to have the exact same stroke that you had. He said, and they didn't make it. When you have a stroke when you're sleeping, you don't know you're having a stroke. And you have a 1-hour window to try to save those brain cells before permanent damages happen. He said, and you made it within that window. When you had your stroke, you only had 1 brain cell to die. I said, wow. Then I got to thinking, that dream that I had when Candy was calling me to paint her house, that wasn't a dream, that was an angel. That was an angel waking me up. It truly made me know that there is a God. For people who don't believe that, I'm living proof. He's not a lie. He does what he says. And he blesses us too, people like me too.